Hey guys, I'm excited to tell you all of the positive, most exquisite positive life hacks that I've ever figured out. And when I say I mean everyone. And the first will be the most important, and this is impressing your subconscious. Now, what does this mean? Now, I'm about to tell you something that sounds really, really wise. Something that sounds like, that's a smart idea. And then here's the thing, it goes into the left ear, and the mind says, whoa, I got it. And then it goes into throughout the right ear, and then who knows when you're gonna remember hearing this instance. Once you're gonna remember it in your lifetime, and it will be like, oh yeah, that little moment of wisdom. But it might not do anything for you. So impressing the subconscious means fusing the mental, intellectual, if you will, realization with the emotional impression, which is done simply by imagining yourself in a picture living out that wisdom. And we're going to do it here for every single piece of wisdom that might come out. I had a whole list like of 10 major life hacks that I just forgot about now because I'm immersed in this moment, and here I am going about it. I don't know what I'm talking about really. I'm hoping it's all gonna end up well. I really, 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 really accentuate this first one, which is like imagine yourself in the world repeating the idea of yourself as a protagonist of your own movie, living out that wisdom. All right, so let's go with the second wisdom of today, and then we're going to impress it. And I will tell you exactly how this will change your life like crazy. So here's a simple one. Fall in love with everyone. Mhm. Now, here's the thing. We go about life, and our mind is like we fall into the perception of the already established filters that we have, which help us to recognize the world and also kind of give us a default uh, preset or a matrix through which we are conditioned to see the world. So we all see a white guy, a black guy, a fat guy, a older woman, a grandpa type of looking somebody, a dog, a cat, a bird, a tree. And we see all these trees, and we see all these people, and we see all these beings, and we just observe usually through this already established preset of understanding, right? So this has been a roll of toilet paper, and it has some dirty toilet paper inside of it, and so I know what this is. I do not pay attention. I'm not deeply immersed into the experience of this, right? And then if I would start to play with it, that can become a very funny object of play. And now I'm having fun, right? Now, usually, because all these things that are already in our reality, all these people, all these skies, clouds, we don't consider them to be anything epic. So we perhaps just go about our day in this mental state, and we don't fall in love with this little guy here. Now see what I'm doing. I'm just pretending, I'm playing that we are lovers. Okay, and because I'm actually playing, I'm exciting an emotional mood inside of myself that is really nice. So I'm pretending that this is my lover, and I am really imagining that I'm falling in love with this because there's nobody to tell me no other than my mind saying, well, that would be very stupid of you, Jovan, to fall in love with this role, okay? Right? But now we are playing a game. All of a sudden, things are getting exciting. Now, I just made a plain old roll of toilet paper that's even like finished. So nothing special here, right? It could be like, piece of junk, you piece of junk. I just made it an exciting partner. And I brought myself joy. So the love and the joy, it's all within, but we choose how we are going to contextualize the world and the objects or the people or other beings in this world. So check this out. We are going by the perimeters of what we already know, so we don't really give up close attention and we don't really give love to every little detail. Now, to actually be able to appreciate all these things after hearing this humongous wisdom, right? We can do this simple little thing. It takes 1 second, and that is like close your eyes, imagine meeting a random person, a neighbor, somebody like a cashier in a supermarket store, anyone, like people in the street. If you imagine high-fiving, smiling, giving hugs, your subconscious will impress this, and that will be actually, that will play out as a scene in your movie. And because so the subconscious is the director of your movie. And once you just imagine this, even if you think it's not going to happen, it's stupid to do that, it's whatever, you can think whatever you want about this. You may be feeling like it's not comfortable, it's stupid, or whatever you're thinking. If you simply close your eyes for 1 second and you imagine joyfully high-fiving people in the street, fist bumping people in the street, giving love, receiving love with random people, and then you can add a situation. You can say, okay, I'm doing this with a cashier in a supermarket, and then just people in front in the street, and then when I'm buying something on the newsstand, everybody's like, yo, 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 yo. You just imagine the uplifting scene, okay, and then just go and put a couple of scenes there. And I assure you, you just forget about it. And this is new preset for your movie. Now you're gonna go about life and you're gonna start enjoying yourself. Because all of these things will happen perhaps today, tomorrow, later this week. It does not really matter. What matters is that you are directing the mood. So you're not only manifesting things like money, which is cool, or a relationship, which is cool, but you can also say, I'm having a relationship with money that is like, I love it. I love it. It's a mood that you're adding a texture, you're adding a groove, you're adding a mood, you're adding an emotion. So, but you can have the same, you can have the same or even more exhilaration. I think that's a word, I guess. When you're using some toilet paper to clean your behind after taking a shit. And you can celebrate that just by programming your subconscious, just by foolishly imagining that that is so. And you can be as ecstatic as if you met the love of your life, or you won $1 million lottery, or whatever you think it's a big score in the world of our acquired mental perceptions and presets, right? So our mood can be programmed to anything. And so if you did what I've just spoken of, and you just imagine yourself first person or from a third person perspective, just high-fiving people, getting everybody exhilarated, everybody giving you love. Just picture a few scenes, just a couple of scenes, anywhere, just like a regular everyday life scenario, subway, public transportation, in the street, wherever you go. And so, okay, so this is obvious, and this works. Now I will tell you how to also just multiply this very effortlessly, very freaking effortlessly, very, 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 very freaking effortlessly. You can multiply this 1,000 times or exponentially just by imagining yourself that every time you're now being delivered this manifestation with this mood of exhilaration, of excitement, you're also imagining yourself right now that every time this happens, your manifestation happens, you are going to think, you imagine yourself right now thinking, oh my God, I created this, and then just like multiply by 5 or by 11 or by whatever, 72. You just picture that scene when you experience it. Not right now, you don't have to go and picture 72 scenes, but you just say, you just program yourself right now to remember every time that that thing happens, you're going to remember to think, oh my God, this is so dope, give me 5 more. And then you just see plop, 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 little balloons multiply very fast. You don't have to spend time to focus and like bring the visualization up, but you're going to tell your subconscious right now, when I am in the supermarket and we're giving love, people are queuing for the for the cashier, and they're like, everybody's like buying stuff, and there could be like a default situation, everybody's like being bored on their phone and like no interaction, and that's kind of like, okay, nothing wrong with that. But then it could be like everybody's vibing, everybody's joking, everybody's like, oh my God, you look so cute, oh, your shirt is so sexy, girl, boy, I don't know. So then when you imagine yourself in that situation, when it is playing, you'll be like, I love this, and then you just at that point multiply that, and you imagine right now that you're going to remember, and then you're going to multiply it. So that is how you're presetting something to happen, and then you're also presetting that in that happening you're just going to manifest an exponential multiplier of those same happenings, which are all elevating you throughout your movie. Now you're having a blast, you're going you're going you're Super Mario, you're going to save the princess like regular day on your job, you're you're escaping enemies, and you're just like having fun, and your enemies are like, yo, and everybody's like, yo, and you're eating the magic mushroom and you're becoming big Super Mario, you're like, yo, give me 5 more. So that's the first wisdom. Impress your subconscious. The second wisdom, make the mood joyful on every random occasion that you can think about, and then impress your subconscious with multiplying that on the spot when that happens. So now your subconscious is automatically making you multiply it. So first you're automatically setting yourself up for a joyful ride, and then you're setting yourself up to multiply your blessings. Damn. Now, do I even want to tell you more? Do I even want to tell you more? Okay, let's do one more at least. I had like a lot of these. So let's say appreciating the small things, which is kind of on the same longitude, I don't know. Like, really, we take all these things for granted. Now, I have a Buddha here, and he is kind of sparkly, So I don't know if you can see it, but so the Buddha, aesthetically, right, he is very lovable, right? But then I might see a piece of poo, which does not, like the smell of that might give me agitation, right? And there are some other objects that are not as sensational. Now, if you start to appreciate the pink, if you start to appreciate this like weird little, then this pencil sharpener can become like an exquisite object to appreciate. Let me just throw in some more, like, now I'm in love with this one, obviously, because, oh my God, but like, I have these very interesting objects. So all of these can be lovable or not. Uh, Usually I collect them because they are lovable, right? But let's say this thing. Now, I'm actually, so I'll tell you a dirty secret. These things, I love them. Many people, I guess, would take them for granted. I love them so much because I'm a man. So that means like I have been incarnated in a masculine body, and then I have this like cultural differences with you female dudes, all right? So I actually don't know where to buy these things. And now that I have some here, right? And I'm manifesting these on the street, on the pavement. And I'm so in love with them. And I pick them up and they're like dirty. And probably like, you know, eh, who who wore them. So it's kind of like, And I wash them. I pick them up in the street, I collect them, and then I put them in a sock, and then I throw it in a washing machine, and then they're clean, and then I love them. So they make me very, very happy. And now I got them, and I didn't have them, and I didn't know where to buy them, so they came to my life through abundance. And abundance is weird because it's just coming, and you can't say no because you requested that thing, you love that thing. Now, here's another thing that is really special. It is Lego, right? And then, how many combos actually are there of these interesting 3 blocks of Lego, and then the color arrangement and whatnot? So it is really, really special. So what am I doing here? I'm telling you how to make casual, everyday things that you wouldn't give any, maybe you wouldn't like notice them on the regular, you can start to appreciate. So you heard it a million times. Appreciate the small things. The small things, they like make life, I don't know, pretty or something like worth living, or we need to give small things appreciation. And this is very wise, right? But then we hear this and we do not practice that because it's just like something cool. Oh, I have another thing. I have to show you this. Like, this was like somebody literally left this. And I got also the ice cream, and this one is a like a unicorn and an ice cream truck or something. So somebody literally left these in the street next to the trash can, and they made me so happy. Okay, and so I got them now, and so we're gonna drive them here later. But we would just fail probably to notice because we are conditioned to move in habits, perceive the world to the filters of our habits, and that is good for us because we can move fast through the world. We know what is what, and we can just like arrive somewhere or whatever. It's okay. We're not like tripping on acid every time we need to catch a cab to get to work or whatever. and just like we're like melting and appreciating every single thing. But then to actually oh, sorry, I got something. So to actually fully enjoy this life experience, we need to be able to separate objects and words and ideas in these mental abstractions that we can put into these moving presets of what we have already learned, and we move through life. As such, we also need to appreciate the small things. Now, impressing your subconscious, imagine yourself literally having an orgasmic an orgasm, okay, so an orgasmic interaction with your food. At least your coffee at least might already have some sensual impact that is already giving you a more or less uh, positive sensation, okay, but you can kick that up a notch or 11 notches or 72 notches if you will, because if you right now imagine yourself, no matter if you think this is possible or not, no matter if you think this is like silly or serious, it does not matter. If you picture yourself having your water, having your coffee, having your watermelon, having whatever, and actually bursting with joy. So you just make a picture of yourself in the most orgasmic way you can imagine yourself reacting to whatever that is, then you might just start to have this like, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love you, I love you, right? And it works. It works because what you're impressing into your subconscious is bypassing all your know how something works or know how something cannot be, right? So you're completely bypassing your uh, everyday reasoning, and you're just creating a life of orgasm with a freaking pencil sharpener. All right, a freaking pencil sharpener. It's like, I love you. I love you too, Jovan. We're so blessed. We're so blessed. Oh my days, we're so blessed. We're so blessed. So the secret to all of this is you are the alpha and omega. You are it's like there's a little nucleus inside of you, and that is where all the world, with all of its grooves, frequencies, and emotions, everything is emanated out of you. Okay? In our everyday thinking, we are programmed to give some things permission. Like, I know it. My brain, it was hardwired to react when I see a joint because it was a habit of giving an emotion. Oh, let's smoke some. And so every day, every time somebody would pull out a joint, I would go like, oh yeah, right. Also, seeing a female ass, my brain was hardwired to get excited when I see a female buttocks. And without a flaw, every time I saw a joint and a female buttocks, my day would get better. Now, perhaps there was some also like genetic programming because we go for the butt because it procreates life and such. So we are kind of hardwired already, and then we get these cultural habits to see uh, money get excited. What are we praising these days? Like what are we praying to? Is the money? Is the money? Is the money? Is the money? The paper? The papers? Right. So that get us exciting, and then the uh, what is it called? The decoupage? I don't know. No, it's not decoupage. It's something. The French movies from Louis XIV, and then on the French court, all the women have their like the bras that press, or the dresses that press, or the corsets they press the the boobs together, and it looks kind of like two balloons, and it's like there, and your baby self goes like, "Mama." Now, I'm just saying, the emotion of liking something comes out of you, and you are already hardwired to go for some things and be indifferent or even like appalled by other things, like spiders, oh my god, a mice, oh my god, a bat, oh my god, right? So these are some natural presets that are inherited, but you can totally imagine a spider. And even if this spider or a mice was previously giving you like goosebumps and making you all nervous and agitated, you can imagine a spider and imagine yourself a little spidey spider walking here, and you're having a blast, you're having an orgasm, you're having a like, you're lit up. And that will actually change how you are hardwired to react, even for the things that appall you, even for the things that you're neutral about, right? Because we all know some tightly pressed boobs are going to give us that yum, 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 yum. But what about this simple Lego, right? Because, hey, here I am giving it the same. Well, I am experiencing that emotional state. I know it's like stupid because it's actually just like nothing. I can just do it with nothing. I can do it with this. Right? But I'm manufacturing that state, that emotional experience inside of myself. Now, because there is this little nucleus, and it is emanating all the frequencies. This is also called emotional invocation. You're asking your body to react like that. By imagining that you can, you can. If you're going by what's already hardwired, most of the people I know, they think they need cocaine, right? And Salvador Dali, he said, I don't use drugs, I am drugs. Because we really only think that we need that external stimulator, because habitually we do react to that external stimulator. But if we can imagine that we are reacting as if we were stimulated, but there is nothing even to stimulate us, then we start to have a really orgasmic experience. I'm going to leave you with this because this was so epic, right?